Hello and welcome. I'm Vincent McCory. Welcome to a special edition of Africa 54. We have team coverage on the life and death of one of the most influential people in the 20th century. We'll have the latest information on plans for Nelson Mandela's funeral, but more importantly, we now celebrate his life. Well, immediately following word of Mandela's passing, world leaders were expressing their condolences. Viewers, Mariama joins us now live with some of the reaction. Mariama.
Well, hello, Vincent. And as you said, from Johannesburg to Washington to all over the world, messages of sympathy poured in. We're gonna take a listen at a few of them, and that includes South African President Jacob Zuma. We're also going to listen to Prince William in London. And starting, we're going to look at U.S. President Barack Obama.
Yeah. So as we set this up and try to get it up and running, the reaction has been quite not only swift, but almost from everywhere in the world. You mentioned just a few. Talk a little more about some of the other reactions from celebrities, even sportsmen.
I mean, Vincent, it's been unbelievable. It just looks like Nelson Mandela was a part of each and every one of us. I mean, it's from Hollywood actors to former U.S. Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, who took to Twitter and sent messages to her husband, former President Bill Clinton, to also former President George W. Bush. So as I said, Hollywood actors, you had sports figures like Charles Barkley, you had Tiger Woods. You also had just reactions from ordinary people like you and I. So basically, let's go back. I think we got some of our early reactions that we announced with Jacob Zuma, Prince William, and we're going to start with President Barack Obama.
I am one of the countless millions who drew inspiration from Nelson Mandela's life. My very first political action, the first thing I ever did that involved an issue or a policy or politics, was a protest against apartheid. Let us pause and give thanks for the fact that Nelson Mandela lived, a man who took history in his hands and bent the arc of the moral universe towards justice.
The outpouring love that we experienced locally and abroad was unprecedented. It demonstrates the caliber of a leader that Madiba was. We'll always love Madiba for teaching us that it is possible to overcome hatred and anger in order to build a new nation and a new society.
I just want to say it's obviously extremely sad and tragic news. We're just reminded of what an extraordinary and inspiring man Nelson Mandela was. And my thoughts and prayers are with him and his family right now. Thank you.
Vincent, you know what was the most amazing with that bite with Prince William is that a lot of them were actually previewing basically the premiere of that autobiography of the life of Nelson Mandela, The Long Walk to Freedom. And can you imagine watching that and basically being told right after that the beloved Madiba has passed? And what I learned also was that they knew about the news in the middle of the showing. So they asked the two daughters, basically, should they stop the showing and announce it, or should they just keep going with the movie and say it later? And I think from the reports, it says that the two daughters did say, no, let the movie go, let them watch, and then we'll tell them later. I can't imagine. From the same thing for Jacob Zuma, I can't imagine being the president of South Africa and the one who actually breaks the news to the country. So it must have been really hard. And for Barack Obama, we know the significance that Nelson Mandela has had on him. So there's really not that much to add on that. Vincent.
Thank you. Indeed, it did impact so many people around the world. Thank you very much, Mariama Diallo.
Thank you.
Now,